Sports. Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Pirates will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. welcome to their visitors. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Calls his own number. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. They'll try the run. At the 40, there he goes. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
To the ground with the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Keep it on the ground. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick pass on the jet motion. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. On the move at the 30. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Leaves it with the back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
He's tackled at the 9-yard line. Second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Goes to the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Oof, that's one of those where you breathe really deep. It feels like the ball's in slow motion, just trickling out of bounds. Please get out of bounds. Offense catches a huge break. Now you still got a chance to go put some points on the board.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On the option. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
First down here for the offense. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They go to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. The give to the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
The end of the first quarter with the score. South Florida 3, East Carolina 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Here's the handoff. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Pirates getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Chambers. Finds a crease at the 20. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to barge their way in.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt tying the game, they instead want to take the lead on 4th down. He wants it all. Into the house. Touchdown, ECU. tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
South Florida, 3.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Wide receiver now comes in motion. This is a design run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
On the play. Second down.
Now on second down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now they're going to throw it. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, USF.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Pirates. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's a always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. What a return that was as they put points on the board with that 91-yarder. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. He's going to pass. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Bulls will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, East Carolina. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Snags it quickly on the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff from the shotgun. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. Now on the option. Quick toss.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Using the quick game. At the 20, he's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. This crowd knows when to bring it. From the gun, running back on the move. Pickup of 1, it's down at the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Snowed under after a pickup of 2, they'll mark it at the 8. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback will keep it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Turns out,
4th down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulls. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires into traffic, picked off.
the 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. East Carolina.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
16.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He'll run it again. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times, as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up.
4th down.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Pirates send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Motion from the offense. From the gun, the ground game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Near the 48-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. The option look. He'll toss it. Hard running there. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, USF.
2nd down coming up. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Using his feet. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. They take the lead with the 6.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good.
You know, teams practice 2-point plays all throughout the week and all throughout the year for situations like that. You need 2 to make it a 3-point game so your opponent can only tie now with a field goal. Great job of execution.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Running to the left. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, South Florida 24, East Carolina 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Just feeds the running back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Brings up third down.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got an open man. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 11 over Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The give to the back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Bulls his way forward. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the tailback. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Bulls in the hurry up. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Might as well give it to him again. At the 45, on his way. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Afterburner. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Bulls. They move on top here in the 4th. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
East Carolina, 28.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
East Carolina Pirates will take over 1st and 10.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Give to the running back. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. At the 35, he's open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Power football with the run.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll try it over the left side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
You start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. Touchdown, ECU! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Now, What a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They'll try to pin them back with this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's inside the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has